All right, students, for today's lesson, we are going to be learning how to compare numbers using these three symbols right here, and I will explain what they all mean. Starting with this little one right here that looks like this. This is called your less than symbol. The smaller part, the way I remember this is the smallest part is pointing towards the left. So when I see it, I say less than and then the next number. The other symbol we'll be working with today is called greater than. And the greater than symbol, when we first see it, it has a big opening that is greater than the other side. So this side is bigger. Then the last symbol we'll be talking about is called the equivalent or equal sign. But for today, we'll call it equivalent. And that just means that both sides are the same. Okay, so the way I learned this when I was younger is I would think about it as the game of Pac-Man. Pac-Man always wants to eat, so his little mouth is always open towards the biggest side. So if the biggest side is over here, then the less side is on the left side. Over here, the greater side is open first. Here, it would just be the same on both. There's not really a cool little Pac-Man picture to show us how to do that, but that's how I learned it. Now I'm going to be showing you how to organize it on your supplemental aid. So let's go ahead and get started. We have our ones and tens and hundred thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. Then we start with the first number. We always start writing from the last number. Until the first number. The reason for that is sometimes we feel like we're starting on the wrong place. So if you're going to use a supplemental aid, make sure you always start with the last number. So now we're starting with the next one. Perfect. Now the way we compare is just a fancy word for which one's bigger, which one's smaller, and which one is equal. The way we compare is we start with the biggest number, which is the thousands place. We have a 1 and a 1, so they're both equal. So none of them are bigger or less than. Then we go to the hundreds place. We have a 5. They're both equal, they're both fine. Then we go to the tens place. We have a 4 and we have a 6. Okay, so the 6 is bigger. So that means this one is greater. So if the second one is greater, that means that the first one is less. So 1,546 is less than 1,564. So if the first number is less, then we're going to be using the less than symbol, which is the first one we talked about, the one where it's kind of pointing and it's tiny, and it looks like this. So 1,546 is less than 1,564. For our next example, we are going to start with this first number. Again, we start from the end. Don't forget your commas. Okay, and then we are going to start with the biggest value, which is in the thousands place. The 1 and the 1 are the same. 6 and 6 are the same. 5 and 5 are the same. And then we get to the ones place. The 6 is bigger. That means this is greater. And this is less than. The first number is the one that we're looking at. That's the one that decides what symbol we're using. So for this one, since we circled G for greater, our symbol is going to have to be greater than. And our greater than symbol is the one that looks bigger on the left side. This one right here. I'm going to go ahead and write it in. Perfect. So now the way you say this is 1,656 is greater than 1,654. All right, and for our last example, let's go ahead and start with this 1,656. Remember, we always start with the last digit when we're using a supplemental aid. Okay, then we have a 1 and a 1, check. Those are equal. 6 and a 6, check. 5 and a 5 are the same, and then 6 and a 6. Okay, so based on this, they have all the check marks. This means that these are equal. So we're gonna go ahead and look for our last symbol, which is the symbol for equivalent, this one right there. So you're gonna say 1,656 equals 1,656, or you can also say is equivalent, which I think, I forgot a T in there, which I think is the better way to say it. 1,656 is equivalent to 1,656. Alrighty, students, thank you.